The Cold War was an era that included expansion of power, space exploration, and episodes of heightened paranoia on both sides. The United Nations was created on June 26, 1945. The goal was to keep the nations together, and military force was the last option to settle peace. After World War II, a tense military and political rivalry between the U.S. and the Soviet Union started the Cold War.
October 1962, U-2 spy plane photographed nuclear missile sites being built on the pro-communist island of Cuba. Kennedy did not want the USSR and Cuba to find about the pictures. After several meetings with his advisors, Kennedy put unusual ships surrounding Cuba so Soviets couldn't bring in military supplies. October 22, Kennedy spoke to the nation of the crisis of a televised address. Both superpowers made a compromise of not starting a nuclear war.
During the Cuban Missile Crisis, fallout shelters were designed to protect and reduce casualties in case of a nuclear war. It was designed to protect from leftover radiation until it has reached a safer level. The shelters were made out of concrete walls 12 inches thick. The basic shelters reduced gamma ray exposure. In 1949, President Harry Truman announced to the U.S. that the Soviet Union detonated their first atomic bomb.
In the late 1950s, the Eisenhower administration realized it would be hard to survive an atomic blast and wanted bomb shelters built as part of the Civil Defense Program. Mid-1960, tension eased and shelters were being remodeled into wine cellars, mushroom gardens, recreation rooms, or storage rooms. Some of them were kept as the relics of the Cold War.
In Germany, there were two areas, the West and East. Both of them were separated by a wall called the Berlin Wall. The wall was active from 1961 through 1989. The wall prevented emigration. There were also a total of 5,000 attempts to climb over the wall and 600 plus estimated deaths. The wall was destroyed October 3, 1990. During the Cold War, its spending was nearly $8 trillion and almost 100,000 Americans lost in Korean and Vietnamese War.
When and where were you born?
I was born in Louisiana in 1957.
Okay. Did you ever think of joining the military when you were a child?
Oh, yeah, a lot.
Okay. Are you married? If so, where did you meet her?
I'm married and I met my wife while I was stationed in Germany with the Army.
Okay.
She's a German citizen. She's American now.
What years were you active in the service during the Cold War?
From 1981 to 1988.
Where did you get stationed at?
I did 2 tours in Germany.
Okay. What unit or regiment were you in? What kind of training did you do?
My first unit was a Pershing missile unit.
Okay.
And my second unit was a mechanized infantry unit.
What was your highest rank that you achieved?
First lieutenant.
What was the most difficult situation you were put in?
Well, being in the field for weeks on end, the cold, the rain, no sleep, a lot of training. We had to train a lot.
Was it, yeah. Did you get any medals?
Yep, I got 2 Army Commendation Medals, 2 Army Achievement Medals.
Okay. How was it, like, on the battlefield? Were you scared or hopeful?
No. I have a picture of me right there. Matter of fact, that's a picture of me on the actual border. That guy behind me is an East German border guard. So.
What were you before you signed up?
In college.
And after?
I was in sales before I became a teacher.
Did you ever regret joining?
No.
How about leaving?
No. I did 8 years. That was plenty.
Did you experience death, like a loss of a friend, or got wounded badly?
Oh, we had a soldier that died, but it wasn't in combat. But he had died. He,
Was he close to you?
not really.
What were your feelings towards the communist Soviets, Cubans, or Vietnamese?
I really didn't have any hatred for them. They were on one side of the border and I was on the other, and I was glad they stayed on their side because it would have been pretty bad if they would have come over.
After it was all over, did you feel a sense of relief?
Well, like when I left the army, or?
Yeah, after the war and everything ended.
To a point, yeah.
Did you enjoy being in there?
In the army?
Yeah.
Oh, very much, yeah.
Well, thank you for your time, Mr. Sarradet.
You're welcome.
This was the photo Mr. Sarradet referred to at East Germany.